Boston and the Lakers got into their hotel rooms in Portland around 3 a.m. If they could sleep after that ugly loss at home, they didn't have a lot of time to do so. Dorian Finney-Smith led all reserves with 12 points against the Hornets, as the Lakers bench has been playing much better in recent weeks. But they're going to be shorthanded tonight. We're waiting word if LeBron is going to play. The Lakers will try to stop their mini slide. Tip-off in Rip City is coming up at 7 right here on Spectrum Sportsnet. The Lakers have won the last 5 meetings against the Blazers, including both meetings in L.A. this season. As we say hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. I'm Allie Clifton, joined by the 7-time champ, big shot Robert Horry, the only guy to have more rings than you. His name is Mike Bresnahan. He's our Laker insider. Just kidding.
I'll let you know when that happens. Hi, Rob.
What's up?
What are you doing?
Just chilling.
Back-to-back nights for you here.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You are the guy. That? Tonight you're in the middle.
Well, I'm supposed to be. I don't like sitting over there. That's a big game spot.
Whatever Rob wants, Rob gets. Speaking of big game,
we're going to be like big game the whole night. Just kind of put my feet up. Relax a little.
Getting extra comfortable in here.
Big game. Hi, big game. How you doing? Hope you're feeling better, bud.
We continue to send him the healthy, good vibes, big game. Nonetheless, you put your kicks up there. We'll see him when they go to the wall. We got to show them. Kicks are on fire today. We're going to dive in with a look at the Western Conference standings entering tonight's action. Lakers and Hornets were the game last night, but now the league begins its true post-All-Star schedule with 9 games around the league. Lakers 5th in the West currently right now, 11 games over 500, that record of 32-21. But they are riding 2 straight losses. They're 1 game behind the Rockets for 4th. So first things first, in case you missed it, Luka Doncic officially out along with Jared Vanderbilt. We're waiting word on LeBron James' game time decision, but they're all dealing with management of their injuries. So I want to start with Luka. Rob, obviously we talked yesterday, the excitement of that minutes restriction being lifted, yet here we are, second night of a back-to-back, and he's out. However, you imagine it's just the team keeping the bigger picture in mind and being cautious as they bring him back from that calf injury.
Yeah, you have to be cautious because I think every team is, like I said yesterday, is scared what happened to Kevin Durant that time when he had a little tweak in the calf. Next thing you know, he played Achilles. So I think with Luka, especially with him, trying to get back in shape, having played since Christmas, it's very vital for him to make sure the body's right because this is the time where the Lakers have to make a run. And without a healthy Luka, they're not going to make a very long run. And so I think it's going to be very important, like I said, for him to get healthy. And also give a chance to everybody to knock off from because you think of the way Dorian Finney-Smith played last game. He played really well, but didn't get a lot of minutes. And when you're playing good like that, you want to continue to get some burns. So I think with Luka being out, you can see more of him because this is a game that's fitting for Dorian because everybody's about his size, and it's going to be very competitive.
Yeah, I thought that LeBron nailed it last night in his post-game comment, He said, look, Luka's played 3 games since Christmas. And I was impressed with the minutes that Luka logged, 33, getting closer to the 35, 36 he averaged this year in Dallas. But still, I'm not surprised he's sitting out the second night of a back-to-back. Portland, dangerous team. They've lost a few in a row. But overall, over the last month, Rob, Allie, a young team, a hungry team, despite being pretty far down in the West standings, as we just saw. Lakers got to be careful, no doubt about it, especially if LeBron does not play.
We'll go there next because they have won 6 straight at home. Portland, that is, Rob. And I know you don't like to use the word winnable games, but that's the fact of the matter. The Lakers have dropped 2 very winnable games coming into tonight. And no matter who's in or out, we always talk about it. It's a next man up mentality.
Yeah, last night was a shoulda. They should have won that game, but they didn't. And tonight they should win this game because even though if you don't have LeBron or Luka overall, this is a better team. Now that you got an angry AR who's made a plan because after his bench awesome last game, you have the ability to beat this team because this team is young, meaning the Portland Trailblazers, but they're still beatable. At home, they've been playing well. And give it up to Chauncey. This team was very bad last year, and now Chauncey got these guys playing, but you still have to take this game as, hey, we can't lose this game. This would be 3 in a row. And as a team, that was one of the things when I played for the Lakers, our goal was to never lose 3 in a row. Unless, the big dogs were out like tonight. But we still didn't use that as an excuse. We wanted to get more minutes, more shots when Kobe and Shaq didn't play. So hopefully these guys can show you why they're in the NBA and they can get this win if the 2 big dogs don't play.
Yeah, the problem is, okay, you go back to before the break, Allie. You're in Utah. You're favored by a half dozen points. Utah doesn't really care about winning right now. They're thinking Cooper Flag. And you lose that game by a lot. That leaves a bad taste in your mouth going into the break. You say, okay, we're home coming out of the break. The rescheduled game from a month ago. Started the break a little bit, coming back from the break a little bit earlier than expected, and it looked like it. You know, the Lakers, good first half defensively anyway. Bad game overall on offense, 97 points. I mean, that's just not enough. And this Hornets team, they're not good. You know, they're 14th in the East. Lakers were favored by 13.5 yesterday. You've got to get those wins and stack them up against the bad teams. They've been pretty good at that this year, Rob. Not so the last two games. Now you get another team just a few spots up from the bottom in the West. You have to win this game because the schedule over the next month and a half is not going to be easy, Allie.
I think one thing we can all agree on, last night was sloppy. It was not pretty. Maybe that is what Portland will feel tonight as it's their first game post-All-Star. You never know.
There you go.
Lakers can turn things around.
Lakers already have.
Tip-off is coming up at 7 right here on Spectrum Sportsnet. We get you live to Portland. Lakers reporter Mike Trudell first on the floor, as always. Hello, Mike.
Hey guys, welcome to Portland. So we've been trying to figure out who is going to play and who isn't tonight, and have yet to see LeBron go through his warm-up. So that usually an indication that he might not, but we'll see. He could be doing something in the back and obviously working on that left foot. Now the team did get to the hotel, I want to say around 3 o'clock in the morning last night. So no Luka Doncic and no Jared Vanderbilt, but some of the other vets are expected to play here. So JJ talked about a couple of things in the pregame, including just what he's seen from his team of late.
Certainly the eye test will factor into it, and it is, you're right, it is hard to really get a lot from 11-minute lineup combos. That's just the reality. You know, they normalize at 250, and not sure, you know, with the amount of changes we've had, we're going to have many lineups that are going to get to 250. But this is, you know, it's one of sort of my priorities going forward, particularly with the way our schedule is going to play out over the next month, is just, you know, just figuring out what gives us the best chance to win every night, both with lineups and with rotations.
LeBron has obviously played with a ton of other great players, and Luka's a different player. Do you look back at how he's worked with some other guys, or do you just kind of analyze it as what we're at today and how him and Luka might work out, or take anything from the last pair?
Yeah, you'd have to ask him that. I mean, I think you can learn a lot from experience, and you can rely on past experience to help with the present. And I think you also evolve as a player and a person. And you know, I think he's been fantastic since we got Luka, just in terms of his engagement and you know, ability to connect with him. And you know, he's going to sacrifice as much as anybody. That's just the reality, and he's on board. He's on the train, full go. So, and he's been that way for several months. I mean, he's been awesome. I can't say it enough. LeBron he's insane. He's insane.
All right, so there's JJ Redick. Guys, look, so Portland has been playing their best basketball of the season. They did lose their 3 games before the break, but they were at Minnesota and then 2 at Denver. Before that, they had won 9 of 10, and Allie already cited the 6 straight wins here at home. So they're much better than their record, playing some good basketball, and it certainly will be a difficult second end of a back-to-back tonight for the Lakers.
So it's not one we should tab a winnable game, Mike Bresnahan. Thanks so much, Mike Trudell. We'll talk to you later in the show. We're taking you all the way to Bill and Stu for the call of the Lakers and Blazers. Rui's hot scoring stretch could continue tonight. 17 points last night. He's averaging more than 20 per over his last 4 games. And coming up on Access.
Các bạn vừa xem xong video phân tích của chúng tôi. Sau đây sẽ là video hướng dẫn cách làm một cái đồng hồ hình quả bơ của chúng tôi. Bây giờ các bạn cùng tôi thực hiện cách làm nhé. Rồi.